Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Maddie and welcome to a vlog. It has not probably been a long time since you've seen my face, but it's been a long time since I've really picked up the camera because a lot has happened. So where should I start? Okay, so a couple of weeks ago, oh my gosh, I think actually like 3 weeks ago now, I went home to go to some doctor's appointments. So I went to my parents' house and I was there for a week, and then on my way home, me and Ducky stopped at a rest stop and a mockingbird, oh my gosh, this sounds so embarrassing, but whatever. On the way back from going to my hometown, we stopped at a rest stop so I could walk Ducky, and we were walking, and this is like so embarrassing, but I'm gonna tell y'all anyways. We were like walking on the sidewalk and a mockingbird came out of the bushes and like started trying to attack us, and I freaked out because this bird, I mean, was coming like claws first at me, and I kind of yelped, and that got Ducky distracted, and he stopped in front of me like lengthwise, and I was like turned around walking forward trying to get away. And when I did that and he stopped, I went face first over him on the concrete, and I caught myself with my left arm straight out. Only thing that caught me. And Ducky's pretty tall, so like, I mean, it was like a hurdle. And when I landed, I thought I broke my elbow. And I literally had to drive. My parents offered to come get me, but they were 2 hours from me. I was like in the middle of my drive. So they were 2 hours away, and then I was 2 hours away from Jacksonville, in the middle of nowhere. There was this super nice lady who I was like, she's like, are you okay? Like, can I do anything? I stood up, I started passing out, I had to sit back down. I was like, can you just help me get my dog to the car? Like, if you can just help me get my dog to the car, into his crate, like that's all I need. And I called my parents. She helped me. She was amazing. Honestly, I don't know what I would have done if she wasn't there. She was like literally like God sent her. Like she even knew what POTS was. She was like a healthcare worker. Amazing. Super sweet person. I called my parents. I was crying like when it finally hit, and I was like, oh my gosh. I told them what happened, and they offered to come get me, but like I said, I was 2 hours away, so I had to sit in my car for 2 hours waiting on them at some random rest stop. And I honestly, I was like, did I break my elbow? And I was like, you know what? I was like, I might have broken it, but like, I'm gonna drive. I'm gonna get back to Jacksonville. So I drove with my arm just like sitting in my lap for over 2 hours. It was almost 2.5 hours. Got here, Chris took me to urgent care. They took an x-ray. They thought that it was broken, but then it wasn't broken. It was a very severe strain. It's been 2 weeks, I think, basically since it happened. And actually a little over 2 weeks, and it still hurts pretty badly. I still don't have a full range of motion. There's a lot that I can't do. I do have an orthopedic appointment tomorrow to go back and talk to him as a follow-up. So then there was that, and then I turned 26, hence the happy birthday banner. And then for my birthday, my mom came the week before to help me with anything I needed, because I couldn't lift anything besides my phone, and she was here for like the whole week. And then Chris took me out to dinner at the Melting Pot, which was super fun. If you don't know, the Melting Pot is like a fondue restaurant, and it was so cool. We did like the 3-course because we didn't want a salad, so we did like the cheese dip and then the actual entree and a dessert, and oh my gosh, the dessert was so good. I'll be thinking about that forever. I want to go back eventually because it was just so cool. It's such a fun experience. You actually, like the steak that we got, you actually cook it yourself, like on the little grill station that they give you. So that was super cool. I'm trying to think what else. And then after that, my mom did have to go back home because like she had to go to work and stuff. And so last week I did not vlog because it's just been a lot trying to get back into routine things, especially with my elbow still hurting as bad as it does. But there you go. Now you're kind of caught up. We're here Monday. Elbow is doing a lot better. I still, like I said, I still don't have a full range of motion. But yeah, I think that's it. This was kind of a long intro, a long chat, but I kind of wanted to get y'all up to date. Today, we're cleaning my apartment. It's a mess. It's always a mess after the weekends. We're bringing Ducky to the vet because his toe paw pad is like separating, and I don't know I don't think it was burnt, but I think maybe it's like some type of fungal or yeast infection. So I noticed it last night, so we're bringing him this afternoon at 4:30. Yeah, so it's kind of like a boring day. I'm hoping we can be productive. And this is the last thing I wanted to yap about. Last night I went to book club and we bedazzled books. This was, Happy Place wasn't our book club pick. We just all brought a book that we wanted to bedazzle. None of this is true, by Lisa Jewell was our book club pick. But anyways, I finished it this morning and I love it so much. And it was so fun. I think this is gonna be a new thing for me because I really enjoyed it. And I'm always looking for a new craft. If you know me, you know I love a good craft. So here comes Ducky to see what I'm doing. Oh, I actually ordered Panda Express DoorDash and they must be at my door. Ducky must have heard them. So anyways, I'm gonna So I just made this little, not picture, but you know, whatever, out of pressed flowers from one of the bouquets. It was actually the Valentine's bouquet that Chris got me. And I'm gonna hang it up. We're gonna mount my TV and I'm doing like a little collage and it's gonna be part of that. So it's not staying right here. Honestly, actually I'm gonna take this down because I really don't trust that command hook. I've never done anything like this before, but yeah, so I just got this little glass flower display, I guess, from Amazon. Although the only thing I don't like is that the gold chain is a completely different gold than this. And I pressed the flowers. As you can see, this was interesting. I've never done this before, so it was a kind of trial and error. But yeah, so I just did that and I'm gonna clean this up. And I don't know, I really like how it turned out. It's not perfect, but I think for a first time, it's pretty good. That I didn't give y'all another update yesterday. We went to Ducky's vet appointment. He's currently eating his breakfast. We went to his vet appointment and I'm so glad that I decided to go because in his paw, it wasn't his paw peeling. He actually had something stuck in his paw fur. We don't know what it was. Oh my gosh. Ducky, settle. Settle. Set it down. Sit down. Enjoy the breeze that we don't have in here. But anyways, so yeah, they clipped it out. It almost looked like kind of that stuff that they put in playgrounds, like that little, not mulch, but like kind of squishy rubber stuff. Like that's what it reminded me of, but I don't think it was that because it was harder than that. But anyways, they clipped it out. He's doing great. There's nothing like wrong though, which was I'm glad about. And yeah, came home. I wasn't feeling well, but I cleaned up some, but you wouldn't know by the looks of my apartment. I did some more bedazzling of my book lovers book, which is really fun. I think that's gonna be like a new series on my Bookstagram, like bedazzling books with me. I'll probably post them on here too, like little shorts, but you're wild. Anyway, so we took a walk this morning. You wouldn't, stop it. Why are you so wild? We took a walk. Y'all, we saw a rat snake on our walk, and the way that I did like a gas scream thing, I'm terrified of snakes. And the dog walker was like, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, there was a snake. And she was like, and I was like, it's in the bushes now. And Becky, why are you being so wild right now? No, lay down. We're trying to do something here. I was like, it's in the bushes now. And I was like, I'm terrified of snakes, so sorry. And she was like, no, I'm terrified of snakes too. And I was like, girl, you might not want to go this way then, because I don't know if it's gonna come out of the bushes or not. And she was like, and I was like, and then we both like walked in separate directions away from the bush. It was so, I this was not good, not good. But anyways, we continued on and it was a nice walk. That was just, got my heart pumping more than it already was, because obviously I have POTS and morning walks are tough. But it's getting so hot in Florida that we're having to go in the morning. Honestly, like, we were done with our walk by 9:15 and it was already getting too hot, so I don't even know what time I'm gonna have to start the walks now, which is hard for me because I'm not a morning person. But anyways, I have a appointment for my elbow at 11:40 today. Honestly, my elbow, it's still sore, kind of hurting, but I can like extend it almost all the way. I guess that might actually be normal, but my elbow's hypermobile. So anyways, this morning, actually just a few minutes ago, I went to grab something and it cracked, and that kind of helped. So I'm hoping we're in the right direction. They said it wasn't out of place or anything, but I'm wondering if it was slightly out of place and it wasn't bad enough they couldn't see it on the x-ray, because that was one of my biggest problems. Like, this whole time I felt like I couldn't straighten it out because I literally felt like the bones the joint couldn't actually sit correctly. Anyways, whatever, doesn't matter. I'm gonna eat breakfast soon. I have it cooking. I'm gonna clean up at some point in here today. I let him tear up a box, which probably wasn't my best idea because now it looks like a wreck in here, but whatever. It's fine. It kept him busy. This is where I'm at on the book lovers book. I did her name as part of the shirt. These, I have some smaller diamonds to come in and fill. I might actually do the whole book, which will be interesting, but really cool looking, I think. Good morning, friends. It's currently Wednesday, obviously morning. We got up kind of late. We started our day at like 8:30, 8:45, much to Ducky's dismay. I just was extremely tired, even though I went to bed earlier than usual. But he did get like 30 minutes outside time before we came back in. Sorry, this lighting's not very good, but I don't have a lot of time this morning because I have physical therapy later, so to try to figure out good lighting just seems like too much, and I just can't sit on the floor. I didn't vlog much yesterday because I was in so much pain, so we're working with what we can right now. But we're having a little cozy morning while I have time. Chris bought me a Switch for my birthday. Oh my gosh. Anyways, yeah, so I don't know if I've talked about it on here, but I've been very into like cozy games, but there's very limited cozy games on like the iPhone like app store, and I wanted to play Disney Dreamlight Valley, which you can play on your phone, but the moment that I downloaded it was extremely slow. So Chris got me this. I've been playing Disney Dreamlight Vallay. I downloaded Wildflowers on here too, which I have played on my phone, but I wanted to get it on my Switch because it has a bigger screen and it's more fun to play on this. So yeah, loving this. I think I'm gonna play for a few more minutes while my muffins are baking and just kind of hang out. I have to get ready after I eat though, so which Ducky's gonna be so mad about. I worked some more on my bedazzling book. Worked on it. I finished like the people, because I'm not gonna do their skin or their faces. I'm gonna leave those regular, but I finished like their clothes, except I did have to order some copper gems, like small ones, because I didn't have any that matched. And there's a few little places that need to be filled in. But anyways, yeah, so glad that we're making a lot of progress on this. And I think that's all my updates. So I'm gonna get cozy on my couch for like 8 minutes and play my game. Back from PT, me and Ducky are about to go outside real quick. He's asking to go out. We're gonna be dying because it's like 2:30, probably like 90, 95 degrees out. I do have my little hat on that says busy walking my dog. I got this for my birthday from my parent. If Altered State still has it, I'll link it down below. Anyways, we're gonna go, try not to die. I'm a little hungry, so once we get back up here, I'm gonna eat something, but I have no idea what. I don't have much here. If y'all have any snack ideas, please leave them in the comments, or lunch ideas. I never know what I want to eat for like a snack or lunch. I'm usually okay on dinner. I have muffins every morning, which is not healthy, but I digress. It doesn't even matter. I'm gonna shut up right now because look at that face. He's getting mad. The last time that I talked to y'all was when me and Ducky actually went out for our afternoon walk. And now we just came back from our evening walk. I ended up having to lay down because my head was hurting. It's still hurting, but it's better than it was before. And I was so tired. So I don't know. I had to lay down. I feel better now. We went for like a 20-minute walk. And yeah. He's tired, I'm tired. A little update on my, oh gosh, my bedazzled book. I have this row down there I've started. I'm gonna bedazzle the whole front, so that's gonna take a while, but I think it's gonna look good after. Yeah, I think that's all I have for y'all for now. I might do 1 or 2 more rows of this, and yeah, I don't know. I'll talk to y'all later. I've gotta clean up the kitchen, like do the dishes and stuff, but I'm gonna do that in a few minutes after I've cooled down, because right now I just feel gross. So Ducky's let me cut his nails before, and we're about to attempt it. I'm also gonna shave like the fur like underneath his feet since he did get something stuck in there. I'm worried that it'll happen again. I'm hoping if I shave his paw fur, it won't. So wish us luck. This should be interesting. So in case you're wondering, the tools that I use, I'll link them down below because they're from Amazon. I haven't opened this yet, but I'm going to be using this One Saw pet paw trimmer. I use this little dog nail clipper, and it has the, no, this one does not. Does it have a light on it? I can't remember. No, it's the Dremel, I think, that has the light. So then after I clip them, I use a grinder. It's just a professional pet nail grinder. I have no idea who it's by. Whatever. Like I said, I'll link it all down below. I like this. I like the nail clipper. We'll see if I like the hair trimmer. So he did great with that. I did have to use the bigger like razor for his paws stuff. And now I'm gonna try out this Musher's Secret paw protection because his paws are getting a little rough. So we're gonna try that out. And clearly he's excited. I saw on Reddit that this was good, so we'll see. Non-toxic, non-staining, safe and easy to use. Apply sparingly on and between toe pads. No need to shave hair. Reapply as needed. In heavy salt conditions, wipe paws with clean cloth when returning indoors. Okay. This is Florida, so we don't have softs. Your paws are gonna be so nice, Bug. Don't lick it. Leave it. Job! Good dog, you did so good. Manicure or pedicure done. The pedicure is done. Yeah. So I guess I'll use this daily for a bit, and I'll keep y'all updated once I see what I think. That was interesting trying to get it on there. So I was trying to lick it off now, but it says it's okay if he does lick it off. So I'm just not gonna worry about it. And we only put a little bit on, so, and now we're tired.